Hi, Chris Schmiedeke from Divorce Simplified, back for guess what? Right, the review of the March 2022 Standard Possession Order. Here's the calendar for March of 2022. As you can see, the non-custodial parent will have the first weekend, the Thursdays, obviously March 3rd, March 10th. We'll talk about spring break here in a minute, which is this week here. March 24th and March 31st round out the Thursdays. The first Friday will be March 4th, which is next Friday. Non-custodial parent, you can see your times in blue. It is the non-custodial parent's spring break. As usual, I have put in the spring break for my kids in here. Your spring break may differ. If it does, you're going to pick up at 6 o'clock on Friday when they're dismissed, which for me is the week of the 14th. So the pickup would be on the 11th. If your spring break is a different week, then just simply move the pickup date, say, down. So maybe the pickup on the 18th and your spring break is the 21st. All right, but it is non-custodial parent, so you can see it eats up a couple weekends in here, a second and a third. If it moves down, you would eat up a third and a fourth. All right, so bottom line is you're going to have to move this around. If you're lucky enough to have the week of the 14th, then this calendar should be perfect for you. Before I wrap things up for this video, I wanted to address a question that was asked me in the comments of the last video, I believe, and it was regarding the new standard possession order that went into place on September 1st of 2021. So, in the old orders, most of you probably have the old versions where there's an under 100 mile provision and there's an over 100 mile provision. That was the old standard possession order. Now, beginning September 1st, 2021, they have a under 50 mile provision, then a 50 to 100 mile provision, and over a 100 mile provision. And so what's changed is in the old days, in the under 100 mile provision on the weekends and for the Thursdays, you could elect to pick up after school or return to school on Fridays or Thursdays or Mondays, whatever the case may be, but you had to elect it and put it in the order, and it was kind of messy. Most of y'all probably don't have that in there. The new under 50 makes that automatic. So the Thursdays pick up after school, return to school Friday, and then on the non-custodial parents' weekends, they would pick up after school on Friday, return to school on Monday. So that is now the standard language that goes into all the orders. And then from the 50 to the 100 is the old under 100, so it's what you already know. And then the over 100 hasn't changed either. So the Thursdays, the weekends, all of that hasn't changed. What has changed is the pickup and drop-off times for the under 50 miles. So the parents have to live within 50 miles of each other, basically. So there you go. That's March for you. I would encourage you. You have the month of April coming up. That's a big month because it's the designation month for summer possession. So I advise, if you want to know more about that and be prepared, go back and watch my videos from last year for the standard possession order, summer designation, the April video. Just go back through those in the playlists and refresh yourself before next month, and I will see you in April.